Let's discuss about management of unruptured ectopic pregnancy. So here the pregnancy is there, but it has not got ruptured. So in this, at this time, we have three modalities: expected management, medical management, surgical management. In expected management, what we do is we'll see the patient, just we will watch and wait, so that tubal ectopic pregnancy gets resolved by itself. Okay, in expected management, what we want is we want the tubal pregnancy to be resolved by its own. And when the expected management is not possible, we will prefer medical management. When even medical management is not possible, we will look for surgical management. So we have three modalities: one is expected management, medical management, and surgical management. Let's see what is the criteria for expected management. So the criteria for expected management is, when do we choose expected management is when the patient is hemodynamically stable. When the patient is hemodynamically stable and the beta SCG level is less than 1500 milli international units per ml. So when the patient is hemodynamically stable and when the beta SCG levels are less than 1500 milli international units per ml, and the size of gestational sac should be less than 3 centimeters. Okay, and moreover, this expected management is done only in case of tubal pregnancies. It's only done in the case of tubal ectopic pregnancy, and the cardiac activity of fetus must be absent. Okay, cardiac activity must be absent. And before doing that, we have to counsel the women, and we should take care that women must be in the vicinity of hospital, so that they can reach to the hospital in the emergency condition. Okay, and moreover, we have to see the beta SCG levels twice weekly, because you see, we'll come to know whether the fetus is going to be resolved only based on beta SCG. Based on beta SCG level, we will come to know whether the fetus is resolving or not, right? So we will measure beta SCG levels. This is what we do in expected management. Then moving to medical management. As I told you, medical management is chosen when expected management is not possible. The only drug of choice here we have is methotrexate. Okay, methotrexate is used for medical management of unruptured ectopic pregnancy. Here, this methotrexate, it results in abortion, right? The dose of methotrexate is 50 milligrams per meter square body surface, right? And it is administered intramuscularly as a single dose. The criteria required for administration methotrexate is similarly here also the patient must be hemodynamically stable. You see, the reason why we are stretching on hemodynamically stable state, because when the patient is hemodynamically unstable, it means that the pregnancy has been ruptured. That ectopic pregnancy has been ruptured. That is the reason why the patient will be in unstable condition, right? So when the patient is hemodynamically stable, we can expect that the tubal ectopic pregnancy has not yet been ruptured. Okay, so when there is no acute intra-abdominal bleeding, this is also a criteria. So these are all the points that we see in ruptured ectopic pregnancy, right? When there is ruptured ectopic pregnancy, we will see intra-abdominal bleeding, and we will see hemodynamic instability. So when these are absent, we can say that the ectopic pregnancy has not been ruptured. And moreover, there should not be any contraindications to the treatment of methotrexate. Beta SCG levels must be less than 5000 international units per liter. Cardiac activity should be absent, and size of ectopic pregnancy must be less than 3.5 centimeters. Okay, size of ectopic pregnancy must be less than 3.5 centimeters, and here the size of ectopic pregnancy will be based on two things. Will be based on one thing, whether the cardiac activity is present or not. When the cardiac activity is present, the size of ectopic pregnancy must be less than 3.5 centimeters, right? When the cardiac activity is present, the size should be less than 3.5 centimeter. When cardiac activity is absent, the size can be less than 4 centimeters. Okay, and there should not be any pain, or sometimes there can be mild pain. So these are the important criteria for medical management. Let's see the contraindications for methotrexate. Contraindications are sensitivity to methotrexate, tubal rupture, breastfeeding, intrauterine pregnancy, peptic ulcer disease, active pulmonary disease, immunodeficiency, hepatic renal hematological dysfunction. So these are the contraindications for methotrexate. Now let's see how we administer methotrexate. So before administering methotrexate, we'll measure beta hCG level, total leukocyte count, differential leukocyte count, liver function test, renal function test. All these things we will do, because see, I told you beta hCG level will tell us whether the fetus is live or dead, or it is ectopic or intrauterine. All these things can be known by measuring beta hCG. As I told you, there are some certain contraindications for methotrexate. We'll check for all the contraindications, right? So then on the second day, we'll administer methotrexate intramuscularly in the dose of 50 milligrams per meter square intramuscularly, right? And then on day 4, we'll again measure beta hCG, because you see, when the fetus is undergoing abortion, the beta hCG levels will decrease, right? So on the day 4, we'll again measure beta hCG level, and all the things that we have measured on day 1, we'll again do it on day 4, and again on day 7, we'll again measure beta hCG levels, and we'll repeat the same test that we have done on day 1. So we have done measures on day 4 and day 7. If there is increase in the beta hCG levels, if there is decline in 15% of beta hCG level, then there is no need to be further treatment. There is no need to give further treatment, and beta hCG levels should be repeated weekly until they become undetectable. So when the beta hCG levels are falling at the rate of at greater than 15% level, then there is no need to give any further treatment. If the fall of beta hCG level is less than 15%, then we have to repeat the injection and begin new day 1. Okay, so we'll further procedure based on the level of beta hCG, that you should remember. Okay, and one more thing you have to remember is, after 3 doses of methotrexate, if beta hCG levels do not decrease or cardiac activity persists, it's a case of failed medical management. Okay, if we give 3 doses of methotrexate, still if we don't find any result, then it means that the medical management has failed. Okay, management in case of failed medical management is surgery. If medical management fails, then we have to do surgery. The most common side effect of methotrexate is liver involvement. Okay, these are important MCQs that you get in entrance exams. Then surgery management. So we can do both laparoscopy and laparotomy, and among these two, laparoscopy is preferred one. Okay.